Often it's the ones that are mentally there. Often with Duchenne syndrome if they're boys, and muscular dystrophy, often if they're girls or boys. When they're in a motorised wheelchair, they often become friends because they're fit in their mind. But most children can't speak, or they've lost the ability to speak. Still, you make the world, they're the centre of the world, you make it nice for them, especially if they've been from the start born disabled, they most have. You make it nice for them, you know, make the world nice for them. But generally it's the fit ones, the fit in the mind that become friends, and they come to stay together. Breaking stuff. I'm writing a paper for a course of palliative care for doctors on culture and pain, the influence on pain and culture. Because people from different cultures or within different cultures experience and show pain differently, and it's actually physiologically, it influences you physiologically. Basically, white people are the biggest pussies. Basically, they get the most painkillers and they moan the most about pain. But you have to always think, if a kid doesn't moan about pain, is it because something in the family that, like, they think all the parents are, I don't want to, so I pretend I'm not. So you have all these studies and all these factors, and I'm trying, next to my job, trying to write this paper. I get paid extra for doing this course, but I have to plan it, you know.
That's interesting. So influence of
for sure.
pain on the cultural, like collective behaviour.
Yeah, because they found, for example, black people, they receive less painkillers than white people, significantly less. They report significantly less pain, but that doesn't necessarily mean they don't have the pain, and it doesn't mean necessarily that the people that give out the painkillers are racist. There's so many cultural factors. It could mean, and it can mean, that they don't experience pain the same way. They've actually proven that if you grow up in a thing where you don't show pain, your body actually learns not to feel pain as much as when everything is nice and cosy and well and all lovely around you.
So you're less tolerant to
then you're less tolerant to pain, you know. But it's dangerous to get used to pain, you know. It's not, if you get used to pain, you don't feel it. It's still there. It's weird. You should always go ahead of pain. That means you should always give more painkillers than you need. In the long term. Opium, you should always give more than what you need, a little bit more always. That's interesting. But the culture, I like all that. I like the cultural. It interests me.
Well, there's that aspect of your job too. So you do the research, and if you have extra time and. Because we have different cultures, and we have to talk about kids, and we talk about why are they not having pain, or are they having pain, and especially when they can't communicate, you have to look for you have to give assessments for pain, especially when most can't communicate, and of course their bones, you know where pain is. Do they have it? Don't they have it? Is it pain from the brain, like neuropathic pain? That doesn't necessarily mean there's a damage anywhere. It's just the neural pathways. But when they can't communicate, how do you know that? You know, you have to work, there's different little measurements you look for, but then still also think about the culture and think about everything. And it's not that you can do it perfect, but it's just like in your mind, you know? I know a lot of pregnant women also. One of the first things they ask when they come here to the hospitals for giving a birth, what painkillers do you give? How much painkillers do you give? Don't give too much.
Yeah, that's but that's actually wrong. It's not like what you would think. Like if you give too much, all pain works different. You have to go ahead of the pain.
Yeah.
So if you, in the long term, you're less likely to be addicted to opium or whatever if you give a little bit more opium than what you need. Because it's the way it works, you know, like that, and then you can reduce it. But once you start to feel pain,
you don't start like this.
You go a little bit above. So when the pain's gone, you just give that little bit extra over the top to keep it buzzing through, and then the pain doesn't break through. Because when pain breaks through, then you have to go up another whole scale again, and you're always chasing after it. You know, but when you go over it, it's sort of the body learns to respond to it. But I've never tried. Have you had opium? Have you had morphine? Have you ever had it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I really liked it, honestly.
You did?
Yeah, I liked it.
I've had it around me all the time. I've never had it. I don't want to start with that, but I
So that's an interesting substance. Some people have very strong arguments.
Yeah. We have had people that have nicked it from our place that have been working there.
Yeah, that happens a lot, I guess.
But not the ones that like it, but it's around. And even though it's all secure, you can still steal it if you wanted to. It's just everywhere, boxes. And they wouldn't notice. stuff.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the rhythm to it.
Yeah, I forgot to send you. I was like,
Don't worry, man.
because in my thinking, like, I was like, okay, wait, it's 1 week till we have practice, but it was like,
but then when I get home and play it, pick up the guitar, then I can play it straight away.
right.
It's the way your mind works sometimes. Should I play Gladiator or something? Just
Oh, we can do, yeah.
Just try one. times he's singing. I think he's singing. I think he's singing. Oh no. Oh no, there's another time around.
Yeah, so we only like left out one part, like one in between thing.
Well,
okay.
I have that. Oh no, he's got to say the same thing again before we get to that.
Yeah, exactly. I also listened to it.
Yeah, it was.
It's gonna make an interaction with the audience. Like,
It's gonna make
once more. Yeah. One more time. Come on.
Yeah, come on, you can do it. I was thinking this that when I start to do it, then I'll do it like I'm doing it now without the chorus, but I think when it kicks in, then with the chorus pedal it sounds quite good. It adds a bit of
more fullness, right?
More fullness. Yeah. Let's just play the whole thing again.
Yeah.
If that's alright.
I think it sounded good.
Let's get the tempo right.
That could also be like an intro song, you know? We start off really slow. Alice in Chains kind of French. Yeah.
What were the chords there? C, E, and D, and G.
groove and doing a backbeat is fucking brutal, man. It's like you have to really concentrate.
You really concentrate?
Yeah.
Because for me, it's just easy, just slide.
I know. And we were doing really cool shit, you know, because you were playing the same as me. And
I'm just noodling over the It's nice for me, man.
A lot of exchange there.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Nice one. Is there like something you maybe want to practice from like songs we do, like a certain section or a song or an idea or try something out?
We can. We'll play all the songs probably.
We can do. I'm open for everything today, you know. So. As long as it doesn't get too warm in here, then we have to like do a little more pause.
I mean, we can do like full round of the songs, or
but it's quite hard without thingy, you know.
Yeah,
but maybe it's also a good practice for us.
We can also do the chords you played last time, and then we had something with that. Yeah, there was an idea. But that one also, yeah, I want to.
Yeah, I will do. I'm and it sounds like also very mid-heavy. That is that fast punky thing, but I'm really always very unsure, you know. But
if you
yeah,
you can't go wrong.
for a very short
Yeah.
while. I don't play it long. It's just the ending.
Yeah,
basically. You know?
Yeah.
So it's
It
okay,
sounds
yeah.
good.
Yeah, it does
It
sound good. I
sounds-
know. I know.
It sounds. I find it really good when we
Yeah,
play
I
all
like it.
together with
Yeah.
a high energy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like it's not because it's a great riff.
It
But
is.
it doesn't necessarily mean that we are killing it if we play together.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
As long as you
But
try it.
I think how we did it is good. That you come in with the guitar on the second part.
Yeah, the second part.
What we can do is you can hook up. Can you hook up your guitar to that?
Yeah.
And then we can try with that, and then kick into the.
Right.
That's what I think, because you need something for the second to
Yeah,
add a
the
bit
second
more.
part.
It's going somewhere. You're right.
Yeah, I
right?
like what.
Yeah.
Sounded good.
But then the first chorus, I think that I go distorted.
Right.
Already adds a bit to it, and then when you come back, that he's there, not
Yeah.
that it just goes back to plodding along.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that switch. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need a fanning, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. I was thinking maybe if we should ask Yannick, you know,
Or
maybe he wants to pop one in here, you know. I mean, because it's really warm. Dude, these lights they are so bright.
Yeah, that's what I think. We could
That is a good light, you know. You don't need more.
Little lamps from IKEA, even.
Yeah.
And they cost nothing.
If we can put stuff on the ground, not from the top,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
on the
yeah.
ground.
These little clip-on, even just from IKEA,
Yeah,
they
well,
add a bit of
clip-
atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like when they're all on, they're like a fucking canteen.
Yeah, I
This
know.
corner and then like two corners.
It's like an operating room if all the lights are in here.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
Reminds memories.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What was
Trauma.
that? What was that song called again? I think it was the Echo or Echo. So that was the Echo. We're trying it without the singer today. So yeah, just listen along. I'm just gonna listen to you guys a second.
I think you should have it on without a distortion,
Right?
with like a bit of reverb.
Yeah, I have nothing. I actually have
And
chorus.
go, and, go, and go up at the top for the lead switch,
Yeah.
not on the rhythm.
The guitar also sounds good. I
It's
like
a nice
that,
guitar,
I like that
huh?
sound, yeah.
Yeah. I learned to play more or less on this.
Oh really?
Yeah, when I first started, yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Cool.
straight, but that's the action. You've got to change the action.
Yeah, I need to like adjust that a little bit.
But you'll, but that's it's a good guitar.
Yeah.
But you need to do the action. You might have to do it. But it's just low in that.
Right.
You want it as close as they get without making a noise.
Right.
And then it's easy to play. But these are renowned for being easy to play. They sound trebly.
I need to adjust mine a little bit.
You need to adjust it.
I can put these further down.
Yeah, you can put them further down. But you should measure. You don't want them too low.
Yeah.
But you've got to remember that when the bridge comes too down, it can brush in here.
Right, exactly.
But then sometimes you want the bridge to get, and you don't want them all down. You want to get a bit up. You want to get that just right. And this can bend or whatever. So you've got. So you just have to check a few little modifications to make it easy to play.
Right.
You might not make it as easy as this to play, but it will be a lot easier.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be hard to
bring
play.
it in sometime to a guitar shop or something.
Yeah, or if you, I can have a look at it as well if you bring it in. I can have a look at it when I'm.
Yeah, at some point I'm gonna.
Thingy wants to give me his Les Paul as well. I can get yours as well, and I can set them up.
Oh right, yeah, that'd be
rather than I know how to set the guitar. I can't do pickups, but I can do the setups.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the intonation is important as well. Here. Otherwise, they sound in tune. But when you press, they're not, and that's because this intonation that has to be adjusted a little bit over time.
Right.
So everything sounds in tune. All the way down the guitar.
I had a friend who did some work on it, but I think you can still adjust it a little bit.
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
Okay.
I don't mind to do it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That is actually an E.
Oh, you play it like this, right?
Yeah, because it has a bit more because he plays it a bit trebly.
gospel kind of thing, but then it went like into like a soft rock and then there like some hair metal. There was some hair metal in there.
It's totally, yeah, it's just, it's cliche, I'm a cliche guitar player to me.
Hey, but it sounded good. I like that one. I'm going to be listening to that again.
Okay, we'll play what we plan to play. It's always nice to jump to that one, you just jump to it.
You should do it every time.
Yeah, you got
Once.
yeah, it's a bit cheesy, but it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's good.
It's alright. I'll just turn mine down a bit. Hang on. Off.
the background, but the reverb fills the.
Yeah, you've got the that's what you want. You just want a few notes, but delicate, but with this reverb.
Yeah.
Adding the atmosphere. You want to add the atmosphere with the notes. It's not the amount of notes you play.
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't practiced that one that many times. You know?
No.
It's like
No, that's a very, very good song.
The
It's
newest
gonna be
one.
a very good song. But
Yeah, I think so.
I really want this not to be like only guitar, only vocal thing.
Yeah. But
Like after the first one, we should.
But you
Right.
should play. But I would say you play with this reverb. But you need to be louder than what I am. You need to be louder than what I am.
Yeah.
And play it with your fingers. Because it's a nicer sound when you play
Yeah.
it. You don't
It
play it
just-
with your fingers. It sounds like
Yeah.
atmospheric.
The guitar sounds terrible right now. It's just chorus.
Yeah, but
Uh,
wait, I know it will sound good.
Yeah.
Right, I'll turn mine down a little bit.
Maybe I should come in like really silent, you know, just like really, really quiet.
Like you're the lead guitar, you've got to be a bit louder as well than
So
I am.
should the full.
Should be up here.
More pickups.
Gives
Yeah.
more lead. Yeah.
No rhythm.
I think that could add a little bit to it at the end. If you play the lead at the end like that, you can just make it. You can add a few more notes on at the end of it.
Yeah.
It adds a bit to it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Nice to have a break.
a lot of ballads today. A lot of ballads.
Emotional day.
Yeah, emotional. I don't know, the rose in my mouth. The ladies. All you ladies over 60. All you divorcees over 60. This one for you.
This one for you. Purple rain.
Lady over there with a cigarette in her mouth.
Yeah.
That's for you. Oh, it's fucking hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is warm. Do we want to make a break and just maybe go to the front?
Have a break, man.
Just let it cool down a little bit. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Little break. Oh nein, habe ich wieder umgedreht? Oh no. Shit. Hey, war es jetzt die ganze Zeit umgedreht? Nee. Okay. Gut. Tschüss. Can't see anything. Yeah, let's open the windows. Jesus Christ. Nicht das Handy fallen lassen. Ja, wir sind hier in Lichtenberg. Und guck mal, da hinten ist glaube ich, ein Heizkraftwerk. Da sieht man die Gebäude, das ist quasi auf beiden Seiten. Und da hinten ist das Sisyphus. Auf der rechten Seite sieht man jetzt von hier nicht. Aber es sieht echt schön aus, ne? Einfach so ein bisschen Sonnenuntergang gerade. Ja, wir haben Glück, es ist halt viel Grün hier draußen. Aber wir lassen jetzt den Raum ein bisschen runterkühlen, weil es echt warm ist. Let's sit in front. Maybe let the room cool down here a little bit. Okay, maybe put the...
Oh, I think it's just bring your laptop and work with it.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
You
Mal nach vorne, dann könnt ihr einfach rausgucken.
Yeah.
That's an interface, isn't it? That's an interface.
Ist wieder umgedreht. Oh mein Gott, ich komme nicht klar mit diesem Ding hier. So. Ich hoffe, man sieht es. Das ist so schräg. So. Komm gleich wieder. Ich habe schon wieder umgedreht. What the fuck? Ey, jedes Mal man hier rauf toucht, dreht er die scheiß Kamera um. Now we got it. Be right back.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end it now. It's too warm, and it's been a long day, so thanks for joining. GG. Oh yeah, we'll be back next Thursday, of course. We're gonna have a new guitar, so be sure to join. We will listen to that. It's gonna be good.